How's it going, good people? Just giving back information to you. Finally wrapped up 2024 harvest season. It's been a good one. It was fair, nothing to brag about, but did have some decent hot spots. But finna give you a little advice for next year. If you're looking to buy equipment, don't do it. It depends on the value of the equipment. Just say if you got $5,000 to $20,000 to spend, that's a difference. Depending on how much what you can afford. But if you're looking for a new tractor or a new combine, get your heads up now. Next year is not gonna be the year to buy equipment, cause got to go back and fix the last 4 years of this economy. What it had been through, it sucked. And I tell people, this past harvest season price drop, it was just pitiful. And $9 and some bushel of beans ain't gonna cut it. And then not versus the drought that we went through in Mississippi. We had a little drought spell. If a farmer sit there and say he cutting 80, 90 bushel of beans, lying. But to each his own. But the whole moral of the story is, I'm trying to give out, don't do it next year. Just take it for granted next year. Just be content with what you got. Start over with planting season and go from there. If your ground needs a little fertilizer, it has come down some, because I know I'm going to fertilize next year myself, because I got to keep my fertility level up on the ground that I have. And that's another thing. I tell people, they ask me, what is a good key to crop production? For one, the number one key to crop production is fertility. If you don't have fertility, don't expect no good crop. Secondly, spray your crop. If you got tea weeds and pig weeds trying to come, and Johnson grass, come on, man, spray your beans. Even though they took Ingenia off the market, which was a good chemical for pig weed and stuff like that, they do have Liberty. Liberty will also work on them pig weeds. If you're having tea weed problems, the best thing I done for tea weed is the chemical called Python. Now it's high for a little gallon jug, not quite a half a gallon jug. So many ounces in that jug is about $700. But the kill rate on it is real effective, because I use it every year. And another thing too, when you plant, try to plant it as early as you can. Like I planted this year back here early, about mid-April. Got a good crop stand to come up. Crop was looking pretty good. Don't get me wrong now, I had a few fields that did awesome. But when that dry spell came back in August, when it was time to put on pods and hit that R2 stage, we lacked it. So farming is not a get rich scheme overnight. You got to give and take. With that being said, a lot of farmers try to live over their means, and don't do it. I don't do it. Do I want new equipment? Yeah, but you got to look at the checks and balances on what's going on now in this economy. This economy has failed, and the price of beans are not going up by any chance. So if you're looking to buy new equipment, don't do it. Just gonna tell you. Getting back to fertility levels on crop production. Yes, Mississippi dirt where I'm at, what they call the black prairie soil, it's very rich. It's dark as all outdoors, but it doesn't take much fertilizer. But me myself, I get soil samples pulled every year. That's one factor. If you're gonna be in the farming business, make sure you get soil samples pulled. Soil samples is the key to determine your crop production. I had one guy tell me he just put out lime every year. Lime is just gonna bring your pH balance back to where it need to be, but there still is no fertility in that dirt. That just help out with certain obnoxious weeds and all that. But I'm like this right here. Yeah, fertilizer's high, but if you can feed yourself high quality meals, like all the different restaurants, you can feed that dirt high quality fertilizer, which means that dirt is gonna make you money. Feeding yourself is not gonna make you money. Yeah, it's all good and dandy, you know, to eat out and everything, because I do it myself. But the main thing, I take care of my priorities, which is that dude. Get you a good agronomist. I have a good one, and that's my factors to good key crop production. You know, everybody asks me, why do I brag on Greatheart a lot? Well, for one, buy a soybean seed that tolerates heat. Mississippi heat index level is steady increasing every year. So therefore, you all don't want to get a better quality seed that can tolerate heat instead of just buying a name brand or Asgrow or Cropland, Schillinger, Hudson Beans, or Dynapro, Dynagrow, all the other brands. You know, I'm just calling out names. But I done tried all of them, you know. Asgrow, the 49X's, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Those are good beans. They can tolerate heat. But the main thing, when it comes to a replant, Greatheart Seed Company stands behind your replant. And you know, all the other companies, I done tried them and everything, they only give so much back on the replant. I'm like, hell, I might as well just pay full price for the bag for a replant. But Greatheart, it stands behind them. I mean, just stand behind it. I'm telling you, I've been with Greatheart the last, about the last 6-7 years now. And they tolerate heat. I'm just giving them props. Like the variety of beans I'm planting, I just gonna tell you people, I'm planting a 5214 extend bean. Not extend flex, extend bean, which is me, you know, it's dicamba resistant. So that's one factor of having high quality yields. I don't plant around ready twos. I mean, they cut high 50s, but if you're looking for a high quality yield bean, go to dicamba variety. Because for one, you can get a little bit better spraying with using certain chemicals and not spend as much money. I can remember when Dad was farming back in the day, they were planting conventional beans, and they sprayed so many variety of chemicals just try to kill certain weeds. You ain't gaining by that. And the price of Roundup beans back then was like maybe $20 a bag. That was cheap. And a bag of conventional soybeans was like $7 a bag. That was in the early 90s. But look at the crop production you were cutting. 25, 30 bushels back then was kind of decent. That was almost like top production. But when the Roundup Ready beans came into play, man, it made a different lifestyle on crop production. And they came up with these new technology beans. It just kept going, kept getting better. So, you know, after the years went by, me and my brother took over and everything. We said, Dad, you know, these conventional beans ain't cutting it. So, went to Roundup Ready beans. Roundup killed everything in the field. And we didn't know what a pig, we haven't known what a pig weed was until about 5-6 years ago. Man, when them rascals came in the field, I didn't know what the hell they were. They were so thick that I thought they were bamboo stalks. And we sprayed Roundup and the damn Roundup wouldn't even touch them. So the guy said, you got to fight it out this year since you don't have dicamba beans. So we went to dicamba variety beans. Man, it smoked them. When I say it curled them rascals up, yeah, it done it. Yeah. So, you know, the main thing, stick with a good variety like Greatheart. I'm just not putting them on the map by any chance, but I'm just saying, if you're gonna be in this business, stick with a good variety. Greatheart variety 5214 extend beans, or 5417s. Yeah, 5214 extend beans or 5417 extend beans is gonna be your best out. So if you need any info on those beans, call me or hit me up, or subscribe to my page, Jay Huggins, or you can find me on Facebook. Jay Huggins is gonna be listed as Jayhawk, and you're gonna see a Huggins Farm logo. And you know, hit me up. I don't mind giving out information. You know, once again, don't be out here buying equipment and sink yourself in debt for next year or so. Hopefully we get another drought payment that's coming up soon. From what I've seen, you know, it's gonna get better. You know, you gotta take the good with the bad, but it's all part of the game. But if you guys have any questions about anything, give me a shout. on this page right here, or find me on Facebook, J Huggins Farm. It's gonna be saying Jayhawk. You can't miss it. You're gonna see a green and yellow logo with my combine in the background. Well, on the cover page. You know, get a few shout outs to BA Farm, Brighton Isabel, Brother Dion Wade. Shout out to you. Poe Farmers, shout out to you, brother. Quay Perry, shout out to you, brother. Y'all be blessed, man.